Hello, welcome. Do you guys remember back when we sowed the seeds for the vertical hummingbird garden? Well, today is the day we're going to put them in the bags. And if you didn't see that video, I can link that below. And we're on the step that we have to keep the bag flat about 10 days to allow the plants to become established. So let me show you what I got going on. So, if you remember correctly, we sewed them half on this side and half on this side. Yes, some are missing. This one I just left in here because I was thinking, okay, we'll try it one way and we'll try it another way. So the other way was I decided to take them and pot them into these little trays. This one, we had a little watering issue when I was gone, but we will do the best we can with what we have. Plus, there's still a few more on this side over here that technically belongs with this group. Now, when I started potting those up, what I thought about was, am I supposed to put more than one plant in a hole? How am I going to do that if I have such big little things? So we're going to just see what we can get stuffed in these and plant on, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some potting soil and get these filled, and then we will pot them up. Well, first things first, I'm going to cut off these little circle things. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to leave them on or not. On the picture, it shows them being off, so that is what we're going to do. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 holes. We'll fix a little drainage hole down there. And remember, we got to leave a couple for the top. So after the 10 days, we'll come back and put a couple more inside the top. So I got my potting soil right here. Now I'm going to just fill it to the bag. So to fill with soil, I've just came over here and just took like handfuls and shoved it down in here. And it takes, I don't know, probably like almost a half that pot for the last one. And I just would throw a bunch in and then kind of set it up so it would kind of pack down in there a little, and just keep filling all the way to the top. So I'm going to get this one filled, and then we will plant up our plants. Okay, so I think we're going to go ahead and start with the tray one first, so we can just kind of take little groupings and stick them in the holes versus the other ones. So we'll start with that. I have me a handy dandy little spoon so I can make sure, you know, there's a good hole in there. And then we will figure out a way to take some clusters. Ensuring that we get the root system. Oh, maybe that has a root on it. A little tiny one. Okay. So we're going to take these three and we're going to put them in this little hole. Added a little bit more dirt in there. Now we will continue on. Maybe put these two in here. Now, I don't know what all these plants are. They were on the seed pack, and I don't believe that I took the seed pack to tell me. I would have to go back into the video and watch and see what ones I named off, or after a while I can take my plant ID and figure out what some of these are. Okay, so let's take this one and let's take this little grouping and we'll stick it in this hole here, making sure all the roots are in there. Adding more soil in there if we need to. Get in there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and finish potting this one up, and then we'll move on to the other one. Okay, so the first one is done. I'm going to give it a little drink of water, and I saved this collection here for up on top. So now I'm going to work on getting some of those ones in. I think it's going to be a little more trickier, so I will show you what I do. Yeah, so these ones are like way root bound, so I'm going to have to kind of manipulate it a little, and I'm probably only going to get like one per hole here, and then maybe just pot up the rest in something else. So we'll see what I end up with. Okay, so I ended up using that much. Still have this one over there. So on the second one here, I kind of just took off some of the dirt and got them down the holes. Some I was able to put 2 in. Others just 1. I might take another little one from that other set and put it in here. So now we will just water them in and let them sit here for 10 days, and then I will come back and put the toppers on and we'll see how they grow. So check back in a couple weeks. Let's hope I did a great job. And again, I will link the video below of when we created the vertical garden hummingbird vertical garden. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye.